Hi, everybody. Um, I hope you're well. Thanks for joining us. We, I hope you're well. Hi, everybody. I'm Constance, marketing manager of TRANOＩ, and I'm very pleased today to welcome Christophe Cann for this Insta Live. As usual, feel free to ask your questions, and he will try to answer the questions. Okay, so let's reach Christophe for this Insta Live. For your information, Christophe is based in Singapore, so we are waiting for him. How are you, Christophe? Here, just here. Great. Hi, Christophe. How are
Oh,
you?
how are you?
Did you hear me? Do you hear me?
I do very well.
Yes, great. First of all, many thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
You are based in Singapore,
That's
so
right.
what time is it right now?
Well, it's 11 p.m. in Singapore.
Okay, so it's late, so many thanks.
You're welcome.
Just for our followers, I met you when I was working at Galeries Lafayette.
Right.
So first of all, could you introduce yourself briefly?
Sure.
Okay.
So, hi everybody. So my name is Christophe Cann. As you can guess with my accent, I'm French, of course. I've been living in Singapore for more than 6 years now. And
6 years, okay.
yes. I used to be the group CEO for Al-Futtaim in Asia, based in Singapore and covering all countries from Indonesia to Singapore, Malaysia, Thailand, Philippines, Vietnam, and so on, for a lot of fashion brands, including department stores, including Inditex. I'm sure you're all familiar with Zara and so on, and Marks and Spencer. So I do know the region pretty well because I've been traveling a lot around the region. Before that, I used to be deputy CEO for Galeries Lafayette, managing all the department stores in France and overseas. And I also lived in China by that time, by the way. And since a few months now, since I quit my previous position, I set up a kind of boutique consulting firm under the name Innova Retail&Brand with some partners in Europe. Basically, we strive for building a new type of consulting and interim management, which combines at the same time strategic abilities and hands-on executive management. And basically, for us, the best way to imagine the future is to create it. So this is who I am, basically.
Okay, thank you. For our followers, could you just precise what is Robinson's group?
Yeah,
Robinson?
it's a kind of department store. It's a bit like
Yeah.
Galeries Lafayette. Okay.
Okay.
So we had overall we had more than 450 stores across Southeast Asia between
Okay.
Inditex,
So
M&S,
you,
the fashion
okay.
brand, Ted Baker, Lacoste, Mango, and so on.
Okay, great. So, first of all, let's talk about the consequences of the pandemic. What is your opinion about Asia, about the recovery, and the current situation?
Well, we are not like you guys. We are still under lockdown here in Singapore. So
Yes.
everything is closed, right?
Mhm.
And I don't know if you are familiar with
Everything is closed.
in Singapore, yes.
Okay.
In Singapore, yes. The lockdown is supposed to end by Tuesday next week, but this is the phase one. And the government told us today that the stores, the fashion, the F&Bs and so on will not reopen most probably before end of June.
End of June, okay.
Yes,
In
for
1
Singapore.
month. Okay.
In Indonesia, the stores are not going to open before 8th of June, which is a big issue because Indonesia, it's a big Muslim country. And so they missed the Hari Raya festive season, which is 30% of the annual sales. So that's a big loss for the business. Malaysia, the malls are open by now, but apparently they don't get the traffic they used to have before the crisis.
Okay.
And same thing for Thailand, which is not surprising to me, because apparently you are facing the same kind of situation in France. Since you reopened, apparently most of the malls and the shops, they get only 30% of the traffic they used to get before. And
Yes.
here, right, we won't see the tourists back into Asia for a few months, I guess. We will not see the Chinese back into Asia.
No?
No. For sure.
Okay.
And we can feel weaker local customer confidence.
Okay.
Are not willing to spend. And not to say that a lot of customers embrace e-commerce during the lockdown. So they get to it, right?
Okay.
But my feeling is that, on the other hand, most probably Asia will recover faster than Europe. Sorry to say that, because they have the experience of SaaS from before, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course, you're right.
So the local governments here, especially in Singapore, they reacted pretty fast. And now they are implementing strong measures to support fashion and retail and help the industry to boost, for example, its digital transformation.
Okay, so we'll speak later about digital transformation.
Yes,
so how do you analyze the consumption in Asia when you say that the Chinese people do not consumption?
Well, as I said, I think there is a big doubt these days about the need for fashion.
Okay? The need for fashion.
Yes,
okay.
There is no need for fashion.
Okay.
People are asking themselves, do they really? There is no appetite for customer experience. If I go to a store today, having to wear a mask with sales,
you agree
with mask and gloves,
you're right.
Not very appealing. Okay? And plus, on top of that, I'm not sure if I still get a job in a few months. So I better be careful with my spending and focus more on necessities.
Yeah.
But because there is always a but, right? As we all know, people
of course.
Forget very fast, right?
Yeah,
so
of course.
I'm quite positive. So I tend to think that if you know how to personalize the relationship with me as a customer, both online and offline, you know how to go the extra mile to tell me the story I want to hear, and not selling me fashion as a product, but as a service, which will make life more enjoyable. And I think I may consider visiting your brand again. So basically, Constance, your question, I don't think consumption is dead, but it's just about how the fashion market truly and sincerely think customer first.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So an opportunity to revamp the way we do our business, because the world will not be before, definitely.
Yeah. No, don't think so. If we think about B2B vision, what are the consequences about the fashion calendar, the fashion market, and also on the spring/summer 21 buying season?
Okay, I can give you some very factual examples. A lot of retailers who I know, and even my pre-company, basically they are sitting, they are carrying more than 9 months of stocks already, okay, which is quite heavy for this kind of industry. So
of course,
the spring/summer 2021 buying will definitely be impacted.
Yeah.
Okay. People are going. I mean, they are all planning to buy much less than before.
Less than before, but
Definitely.
they need also new brands, new collections. No.
Okay. But don't forget also, if you refer to what I just said, that we all anticipate the impact of the deconsumption. Okay, because as I said, the customers, they doubt about their future. And so that I think that this would lead them to focus more on necessities. So what does it mean for the fashion brands and the fashion industry? We are all in. I think for the fashion brands, it means that we all need to optimize the merchandising online and offline. Less is more. Okay, there is too much product in our stores anyway. Okay,
too much products. Okay.
Yes, I went to some department stores in Indonesia. I will name. Cannot even walk into the store. You know, it's too much products, so it's not visible. You can't see anything.
No.
You can't understand.
It's not efficient. Yeah.
No,
also, no. Yeah. Okay.
So we need to provide more coherence with the brand customers target. We need to use this opportunity to focus on the CRM and the artificial intelligence to understand exactly what the customer wants. Okay, and what kind of a story you want to tell to your customer. What are the good basics your customer wants to be reassured, because they will need reassurance. And what are the season must have, which you can make available only in store to start with, not online, but offline first, just for a period of time. And you must also ask yourself, how does your product have a purpose to make your customer life better and taking care of the planet? Okay, I mean, we will.
Yes, we'll talk about later about sustainability also.
So
yeah.
My point, if I want to summarize it, is you need to destroy and forget what you used to do and think about your brand and your customers with brand new eyes.
Okay.
You keep on thinking the way you used to think before, because customers have changed. Okay, and for that, by the way, there are a lot of new digital forecasting tool.
Of course, yeah.
Help you to better forecast your merchandising mix. There is one which I can think about, which is done by a company called G-Fave or something like that, which helps you to optimize your assortment, to evaluate your collection, and to forecast the demand and so on. So we need to move to the 21st century. Yeah?
Yes, of course. But let's talk now about fashion brands. What are the main impacts of the crisis for fashion brands? Is it delivery? Is sourcing? Is sales? Is production? What do you think about that?
I think we all must be ready for an endurance race.
Yeah. Okay.
It's going to be a marathon, right? I mean, we are not going to go back to the previous situation in a couple of weeks or a couple of months. So, as I mentioned before, we must rethink what is the meaning of the brand for customers.
Yeah.
Does it still mean something or not? We need to invent our business model to adapt to the customers' new expectations, because they do have new expectations.
What kind of new expectations?
Well, as I said,
kind?
The concept now, it's to be able to get everything anywhere at any time. Okay.
Services? Okay.
Yes, exactly. So it's not about a location only. And so we should, as I said before, consider ourselves as a service industry which happens to sell products.
Okay, I understand.
And basically, I mean, one of the questions for the fashion industry, I'm always asking, do we genuinely use our customer data to drive in-store merchandising decisions? I can tell you, don't. Okay. With my previous experience, I know. I mean, I hope some of your people are doing, some of you guys are doing, but I mean, most of the time, most of the retailers, they don't. Okay, because they don't integrate this CRM, artificial intelligence, to really drive their merchandising. And we keep putting much products on the floor, thinking that more is better, but actually, as I said before, less is more. Okay?
Less is more for you. Okay.
And for the brands,
but it's is it a new way to rethink the collection?
Yes.
The structure of the collection, for example?
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But for that, as I said, you need to know who are your customers. You need to know what they like, what they buy,
Mm-hmm.
so to do some forecast. And there is
Mm-hmm.
also some existing tools for that. Huh?
Yes, of course. You're right. Of course,
The point is that
that
you
yeah.
need to have this fully integrated into your business model. And
Mm-hmm.
I said, first of all, make sure that you know your customers.
Mm. Okay.
And make
Okay.
sure your merchandising mix do really answer your customer needs
Mm.
and is meaningful for your customer target. Otherwise, forget about it.
Mm. Okay. Um, let's talk about digital challenges. Do you agree, and I'm sure you agree, that digital is now a main challenges for fashion brands, but also for buyers? I
Yeah.
mean, is it a new way to buy in B2B with new tools like live streaming, like 3D presentation, for example? Is this a new way to buy in Asia, the B2B?
Well, I mean, definitely this crisis has just been an accelerator about something we already knew for long,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
E-com with a big E is going to eat a big part of the business.
Mm.
Okay. So if we if we start from customers' point of view first, customers, they used to have limited choice, but the web changed everything forever, right?
Mm.
Now the customer is in control, not you. Okay, the customer is in control. So as I told you before, it's not about location anymore, but about
Mm.
convenience, meaning anything, anytime, anywhere.
Okay.
After our call, Robinson's department store is closed. Anyway, it's closed by now, but I can still shop online, right? So
Mm.
it's very
Mm.
convenient.
Mm.
I
Okay.
need to dress up properly. I can buy anything from my place right now.
Okay.
It's not about just about convenience. And
Mm-hmm.
also, what you really want to do is promote a proposition to
Mm-hmm.
customers to shop your way. Okay.
Okay.
So my point is that if you don't accelerate on your digital transformation, and if you don't fully integrate online with offline in a vertical
Mm-hmm.
way business model,
Mm-hmm.
basically you are about to disappear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's
So there is
yes.
a need to go faster. I was reading
Mm-hmm.
the other day about one company. They were saying that it took them 7 years to integrate offline and online. We don't have 7 years in front of us. Huh?
No, of course not. But
So, so I think that you need more data analytics, more CRM, and more AI to rebuild a safe and meaningful relationship with your customers.
mm,
And
mm,
as I told you before, think about yourself as and your business as a customer service business that just happened to sell products.
mm.
Okay? And so there are tools for that which can help you. And you can also, if you cannot fight with the big platform, you can join them. Chloe and Balenciaga, they just joined Tmall, for example.
Mm.
You have also some new platform like, what's the name of it? I think it's SKMMP. I don't know the
I
pronunciation.
don't know. Well,
Basically, this platform offer virtual showroom with a digital ordering process.
okay. Okay.
So you don't need a store, basically.
Mm,
You have also another platform, I just think about it, called Obsess. You may have heard about that.
mm.
This platform does recreate virtual 3D stores.
Okay. No, I
You
don't
have the
heard about
physical
that.
store, especially for European brands, for example, who would like
Okay.
to the Asian market. They can go on this kind
Mm-hmm.
of platform to approach local customers here.
Okay. And it's the way for fashion brands, but what do you think about to buy in B2B only digital? For example, the last fashion week in Shanghai was digital, and the
Yeah.
next fashion week in London, in Paris is are digital. What do you think about the way to buy in B2B only digital
I
with
think this
live
is
streaming or to send us samples, for example, only
yeah,
samples?
but I think this is the new direction. We have to move to that direction.
Okay, but Our buyers are ready for that right now?
This is the point. So this is why
Okay.
I'm
But
first.
Asian buyers, for example,
Say it again.
Asian buyers, are they ready
I
for
think that
buying?
they are more used to that because they used to travel a lot because all the fashion
Okay.
fairs are in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you cannot travel all the time,
No.
and so they used to travel from time to time, but also buy
Okay, I understand.
collections. And since
Mm-hmm.
now, to you, you have more tools
Mm-hmm.
available to allow these kind of buyers to buy online. I think this B2B, this virtual B2B kind of
Yeah.
will be a great way to improve.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
definitely.
Um, First of all, we talk about the consequences after the pandemic, and also I would like to argue about the importance of sustainability on the fashion industry. Of course,
Yes.
it's a main challenge, but what is your position about this challenge?
Well, we all know that fashion is the world's largest second polluter.
Not certain. It's not.
Well,
It's an assertion, but we cannot.
there is a lot of reports on that. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
And to be frank with you, since I'm living in Asia, you can
Mm.
directly see impacts on environment if you travel to Vietnam, Bangladesh, or China.
Yes.
I can tell you that there is a survey saying that an estimated 70% of rivers and lakes are contaminated in China.
70%.
70%,
Okay.
70. Okay. So searches for sustainable fashion increased by 200% between 2016 and 2019. Okay. And it's not expected to slow down, right?
No.
200% increase, that's
Mm.
massive.
Mm.
So
Mm.
my point is that globally, everyone pretend to care about sustainability,
Mm-hmm.
but I tell you, next to my place, there is still
Mm-hmm.
a long queue in front of the McDrive or in front of IKEA. So
Mm. Mm.
I really think that there is a need to integrate sustainability in the message you want to deliver to your customer. And for them, if you want them to become the best brand ambassador. I give you one example.
Mm. Mm.
I've heard that fast retailing, fast retailing. Okay, this is
Yes,
unique.
of course.
Okay, they have a project to slash water use by 90 to 99% in the production of all jeans for their chain, and
Yeah.
start this year.
And start.
And
Have you?
they started this year. They
Okay.
want to
Okay.
reduce the water use by 90 to 99%. Okay. And another example also is Adidas, because I used to work with Adidas in Asia here. They are
Yeah.
already making more than 11 million pair of shoes with recycled ocean plastic.
Okay. Yes, I heard about that. Yeah.
So this is the message they can deliver to their customer,
Mm.
and
Mm.
it makes sense. So
Mm.
to answer your question again, I think there is an increase in Asia about conscious consumption and sustainability.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is going to remain, especially now with the crisis, because with the crisis, we realize the humankind vulnerability, right?
Mm. Mm.
Okay.
Of course.
So,
Mm.
but as we said before, I don't think fashion industry is exactly ready to meet these new standards. So there are a lot of initiatives again. Fashion industry can tap on, like the marketplace called Stay, STAIY, which is only
Marketplace.
yeah,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
which is only proposing sustainable fashion.
Okay.
Or there is also another one called
Where is
Renoon.
based this marketplace? You
I'm
know
not sure.
that? No? Okay.
It's US, but I can
US.
check.
Okay. Okay. No,
There is
it's
another
okay.
one called Renoon. You have heard about
Okay.
Renoon?
Mm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
RENOON.
Mm.
And you also have a Chinese one, which is big one, which is called iCloset. This is
Yeah.
the most significant fashion rental platform. They have
Yeah.
50 million registered users, which is quite a lot. Okay. So,
Yes.
so basically, users, they pay a monthly subscription rather than a per item fee, and they can buy the clothing after they have rented it. And as far as I know,
Okay.
H&M and COS, they just partnered with this platform. So you see, I
Okay.
mean, to tap on sustainability, there are many, many things you
Yeah.
can do. And I'm not
Yeah.
even talking
Yeah.
about the second-hand market, which is growing in US
In
four
Asia?
times.
No,
In
not
in
in Asia
Asia,
also? Okay.
yes, it's growing 4 times faster
Mm-hmm.
than the luxury market.
Mm.
We've
Mm.
some marketplace like the Real or stocks in US, but
Mm-hmm.
also it's a good way for Asian customers who are usually the first customers of the luxury brands to
Mm-hmm.
resell them and then to buy some brand
Mm.
new collection from the shops. Okay,
Yeah,
so
of
the
course.
way to tap on the sustainability definitely.
Yeah. Same thing in Europe, same thing in the US market, of
Yes.
course.
No, Vestiaire Collective is doing extremely well.
But it's a second-hand market. It's
Sure.
luxury second-hand market.
Yeah.
It's a niche. Yeah. Okay, so
But no, I
it's
mean,
time to what?
Patagonia also, they are
Mm.
working on sustainability a lot, you know. You know the brand
But
Patagonia.
it's the first brand for me in sustainability, of course.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Would you like to add something to conclude? It's time
Well,
to
I
to
hope I answered
stop.
your question first, and thanks.
Yes,
To
it was
listen.
very interesting.
Nice to see you again. As I
Yeah.
said, I mean, as you know me, I strongly believe that fashion world need to reinvent itself very quickly
Mm.
to remain relevant for customers. Fashion business need to adopt disruptive and meaningful solutions and lead with agility and courage their transformation towards a purpose-driven and successful business for the good of people, planet, and profit, not the reverse.
Yes,
Okay.
you're right.
So we need to be very practical and
Yeah.
very
Oh, Christophe? Mm.
to basically
Yeah.
to turn the disruption into opportunities.
Mm. And don't forget the consumer.
Exactly, customer first.
Consumers first, consumer centric.
Exactly.
So many thanks. That's very interesting. Many thanks because I know it's late in Singapore. Maybe see you in September or in
Okay.
October.
With pleasure. We can catch up on where we stand.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
And so go to bed right now.
Yes, I will.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Christophe,
You have a good day.
and see you soon.
Okay. Thank you for having me. See you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks.